Hi, this is John DL, e-learning advisor for the Regional Support Centre here in the northwest of the UK, with the first blog for December. I don't know, 15 days into December, and I've only just found time to do the first vidcast. We'll start off. Oh, there's the latest screen for December. We'll start off by going, as usual, into the blog. You'll notice that there has been a change to the blog itself. It's the address is at the top of the screen as usual. There are a number of links to other resources other than the blog resources, as well as a communication page that you may want to take a look at. We'll start off with the first find for today, which is actually Money Smart. Money Smart World provides a whole range of money worksheets, curriculum-based lesson plans, practical money management workbooks, storybooks, and information articles. It's specifically designed to help young people learn about money. They're suitable for a wide range of ages, and some of them have a cost, but there is a lot of free resources that you can download. So if we just pop to the website, here we go. As you'll see, there are sections for teachers, parents, visitors outside the UK, and downloads and resources. So if we just click on the downloads and resources, when we go into there, these are the free teaching resources that I think you will find useful, and there are lesson plans, etc., that you can also take a look at. It's well worth having a closer look at. As I say, the free resources and downloads are useful. The money workbooks that I've just clicked on, there are costs involved here, but the sort of €12 or €10.50. Those are the sort of prices that we're looking at. Second find today, Sound Cities. It claims to be the first online source database of city sounds and sound maps from around the world, both found sounds and field recordings. You can listen to them, use them in presentations on laptops, or played on mobiles via wireless networks. You can also, due to a sound art project by the UK artist Stanza, contribute to found sounds on the various sound maps, or create your own sound maps. Or, I suppose, for many of you, remix the hundreds of samples recorded from around the world in the database. To locate the recordings, let's just go on to the website itself. You'll notice, let's just zoom in so you can see, you'll notice that at the top of the page here we've got a whole load of cities from around the world. And if I just show you, there, for example, is Liverpool. Okay, if I escape from that and click on Liverpool, what you end up with when it decides to load is a map of Liverpool itself with all of the various sound tags on there. So if I just hover over them, he says, clinking on metal, that one says. This one says a train passing by. Let me just zoom in so you can see where I am. There you go. That was here, this particular sound track that's been attached there. So if I escape and click on this, hopefully you'll be able to hear the sound. I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to hear that or not, but that's just one of the trains going by on the Wirral line, I guess. Okay, we'll just stop that. There's lots of potential there, I think, for various teaching and learning resources. I think if you were to combine them, for example, with Google Street View, the imagery could give the learners a more complete picture of what it's like to be at ground level in their chosen city. Third find, Edudemic, Connecting Education and Technology. It's a guide for teachers about Twitter. If again we just go on to the website, here we go. There is a whole list of, well, there's 100 totally free Twitter power strategies. Again, if I just scroll up a little bit, we'll see the first part, and then I can zoom in so you can see it. Okay, there's the beginner's guide to Twitter, video of a beginner's guide, and so on. Twitter etiquette, mastering Twitter in 10 minutes, and as I say, it goes on and on. If I just escape from that and zoom down, there's Twitter for educators, a whole load of resources there. Let's zoom in again so you can just see what they are. You know, EduChat, Twitter for teachers, Twitter and education applications. You know, 8 useful tips for becoming successful with Twitter. There are a whole range, a whole raft of resources. Let me just escape. About the use of Twitter. Now, I realise that a number of you will even wonder why on earth anybody would want to use Twitter. Well, I think that this ultimate Twitter guidebook for teachers may well change some of your minds, and if not, fine. But at least you can make a informed decision rather than hearsay from people who perhaps don't understand its potential. Extreme Science next. It's an educational alliance between the, and I'll try and get this right, Naval Aviation Museum Foundation's Flight Adventure Deck Program, there's a mouthful for you, and the WUWF Public Media, and it's basically 8 short videos that illustrate the science, technology, engineering and maths concepts, such as the relationship between altitude and air pressure and aerostatics versus aerodynamics. So as I say, there are 8 short videos that have been produced. They are about 5 to 7 minutes long, and they do come with lesson plans. They are aimed at younger people or younger learners, but I think that they would be useful for quick introductions and or reviews of various concepts. Again, if I just go on to the website so that you can see what it's like. Okay, there we go. Those are the various bits. The videos themselves, if I click on the link, just bear with us while it loads, and if I just zoom in, there we go. You've got, as I said, air pressure again versus altitude, 2001 space weight loss plan, convection, connection, atmosphere, pi, states of matter, parts of an aeroplane, aerostatics versus aerodynamics, and the Montgolfier brothers. Those are the current videos. Whether there's going to be more added or not, I really don't know. The next one was, let me just check, the next find was flagged up by Bill Pearson, the Functional Skills Coordinator at Reese Heath College. Thanks, Bill, for pointing out this clip. It is something that you may enjoy watching. If I just click on play, it's the RSA again with their animate, and it is Sir Ken Robinson, as you can see.
On Earth at the moment is reforming public education. There are 2 reasons for it. The first of them is economic. People are trying to work out, how do we educate our children to take their place in the economies of the 21st century? How do we do that?
Okay, I'm going to stop it there, and hopefully you could hear at least it in the background. It is a very clever animation that goes with his speech, and it's one that is very thought-provoking and one that I think you'd get something from when you look at it. Okay, the sixth find. For those of you who weren't able to attend the Common Inspection Framework Equality and Diversity event that we held on the 7th of December 2010, the resources that I produced for the event are actually available online. The address is at the top of the page here. If I just drop in, you'll see, here we go, there we go, there's the resources that I produced. There are some embedded video clips in here as well. I'm not going to waste time going through all of the various elements, but there are lots of resources in there that you will find, I'm sure, useful in making sure you meet the requirements of the Common Inspection Framework and equality and diversity. On Monday the 13th of December, Anita and I also did a live TV broadcast, and if you go to our TV channel, you will also find that you can listen to Anita and I having a chat about the event and directing you to other resources. While I'm there, I'm just going to show you two more clips that are important. Again, the links are at the top of the page. This one is No Arms, No Legs, No Worries. It's an interesting video clip and one that I think would help you to address issues about disabilities and so on. I'll just play a little bit.
I wasn't ready.
It's quite an emotional video clip, but I think it does bring home to learners who have problems of their own that with the right positive attitude and with learners around them and the environment that they're in meeting equality and diversity requirements, then their lives can also be very positive. There's another video clip as well, The Incredible Woman, who's somebody who's lost their arms, and it looks very closely at how they cope. I just find this quite amazing at how this woman actually copes. Again, an incredible video clip and one that I'm sure could be used in tutorials, etc. The last find today, he says, let's just go back. The last find today really is two parts. There is password protected text notes, in other words, using social networks to communicate with others who, as long as they know the passwords that you're going to use, only they will be able to read. And there's also another one, annotated links, which is a Web 2 widget that again can enable a practitioner and or anybody to put together a series of links that they would like their learners or their colleagues to look at and review. You can add various links, one per line, and you can also have a sticky note with instructions, questions and other annotations. And by clicking the submit button, you end up with a URL that you can then post via the social network. So if I just nip in and show you what I mean, here's the password protected text notes. You just type in here, he says, let's just show you where I mean. If you type in this box here the text that you want, or just copy and paste, then you set up a username, which again your learners colleagues would have to know, and password, and you'll have to retype it twice. And if you then click on post it, that's when you get the URL. Now you're going to have to come up with some way, because each password protected note can have the same username, but the password would have to change. So you're going to have to come up with some way that people know what the password is going to be. I'll leave you to work that out, he says. Let me just escape from that. The other one is this, the annotated links, and again, if I just scroll down a little and then zoom in so you can see it far clearer, it's in here that you actually type in the URLs. So you'd actually type them in here, one per line, okay, and you can add as many as you like. Then you would add in here the question, the task that's going to be set, whatever else you want, and then when you click the submit button again, you get a URL, and you then share that URL over the various networks, and they will have access to the annotated to the links. It is interesting how those links open up, and it's something that you might want to have a look at if nothing else. Well, that's all for today. You will see this post on What DL is Happening blog, complete with a link to Vidcast and to podcast. I hope there's something there for you all, and I'll see you with the next Vidcast, which hopefully won't take as long to do.